What we do here is go back, 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 back.
Hello, guys, and welcome back. Well, there seems to be a war between LeVar Ball and Donald Trump about involving the UCLA basketball players who were arrested in China for shoplifting a week ago. Well, if you don't know about this story, the situation was UCLA basketball players went over to China to play a game against Georgia Tech. And when they got ready to go, the authorities in China would not let 3 basketball players leave the country because they had surveillance of them stealing out of one of the high-end designer stores in China. And one of the boys was LeAngelo Ball, who is the son of LeVar Ball. Now, they would not let them leave, and they made them go back to the hotel and had them on like a house arrest. Now, as you remember, at that time, Donald Trump was over in China, and he was meeting with the president of China. Well, people were saying, wonder would Trump help get these boys out? He never said anything, but when he did speak, he spoke through a spokeswoman for him, and the spokeswoman said that President Trump, he did talk with the president of China about the 3 UCLA players, and he said that he feels that everything is going to be all right now. And a day after he said that, the boys were released from China. And they made it safely back to the United States. Now, after coming back, that was on Tuesday, they did a news conference, and they publicly thanked President Trump for his involvement in getting them released from China. And, President Trump, he responded back on Twitter saying, "You're welcome, but you need to also give a big thanks to China's president because you all were looking at, 10 years in prison." So he said to be careful, and gave them some advice to be careful. Life can throw you balls and da-da-da-da-da, but which I thought was appropriate. Now, as I said, LeAngelo Ball is the son of LeVar Ball. Now, LeVar Ball, he went on TV, ESPN, and he had this to reply. He said he didn't have much time for the idea that President Trump helped his son, LeAngelo, out of a potentially crippling situation for his basketball career. Now, Ball told ESPN, what was he over there for? Don't tell me nothing. Everybody wants to make it seem like he helped me out. Now, after saying this, he went on to say that, As long he tried to, now LeVar Ball, the father, downplayed the whole situation just as he had done while in China. And he said, as long as my boy's back here, I'm fine. I'm happy with how things were handled. A lot of people like to say a lot of things that they thought happened over there. Like I told him, they try to make a big deal out of nothing sometimes. I'm from LA. I've seen a lot worse things happen than a guy taking some sunglasses. My son has built up enough character that one bad decision doesn't define him. Now, if you can go back and say when he was 12 years old, he was shoplifting and stealing cards and going wild, then that's a different thing. Everybody gets stuck on negativity of some things and they get stuck on them too long. That's not me. I handle what's going on and we go from there. Now, now after downplaying, saying Trump didn't do anything to get his son and his son's teammates out of China, Trump tweeted back and said, now that the 3 basketball players are out of China and saved from years in jail, LeVar Ball, the father of LeAngelo Ball, is unaccepting of what I did for his son. And that shoplifting is no big deal. I should have left them in jail. Now, I'm going to say this up front. You know I'm not a big, huge, or no fan of Donald Trump. I'm not. And no, Donald Trump, it's going to be Donald Trump. He did not have to, act like and tweet back that saying that I should have left them in jail. But I kind of agree with Trump on this. I mean, if you didn't think Trump had anything to do with the release of his sons, you didn't have to say that. I mean, until you can prove that he didn't, I think the UCLA players did fine thanking Trump and just go on. Let it be. Let it be. And you're talking about your son and this shouldn't have him, all of what he did. And so it. I mean, your son stole. He was wrong. He was in the wrong. So don't try to make that out of nothing either. I don't have too much knowledge of this LeVar Ball, but I hear he has a mouth on him. But in this case, I think he should have just shut up and been thankful that his son and his son's teammates were able to make it back to the United States, and I guess all the charges are dropped. Because, I mean, come on now. The children got more sense than him. He saw that the children apologized and thanked Trump for whatever he did to help the release of them. I mean, the children had sense enough to do that. Now, why the daddy, who's acting like a child, in my point of view. Now, this is my opinion. I do want to hear yours. I do want to hear yours. But my opinion is LeVar Ball shouldn't have said that. If he says that a lot of people say this and then when it's done, it's done. It was already done. He didn't have to. I think both of them acting like a little but I think LeVar Ball is wrong. Now, what I want you to do is click that comment button and let's talk about it. What are your feelings in regards to this whole situation and about what LeVar Ball said? I mean, hey, you know I love to hear your comments, whether good or bad or ugly. Okay, guys, that's all for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you would like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always in parting, be blessed, y'all. Bye.
What we do here is go back, 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 back.
Loud.